Hello Snowrunners, welcome back to episode 7 of Hard Mode Made Easy. Here's where we left off. We're in the Scout, but we're gonna jump to the GMC for a little bit. And we're gonna get some other stuff done here. Oh, at some point we're gonna go get the Chevy Kodiak. So I'm gonna stage this service trailer closer to that. We're going to jump around trucks here a little bit. I jump around from truck to truck quite a bit, doing different tasks and different contracts and of course I didn't get close enough. For whatever I think is the highest priority and gets the most money and levels us up the quickest. So I'm going to drag this over here to where the intersection that takes us over to the fallen power lines and the mountain bridge. I'm going to tow it over to that intersection and then it'll be there when we actually make the trip over to the Kodiak. Once we get up here, then I got some stuff to do in town. So this goes along with the theme, always be hauling. Whenever you're moving somewhere, I want to move this truck into town, but I don't want a bobtail and I don't want a deadhead, so I'm going to take this trailer and move it closer to where I'm going to need it. Once I get this trailer dropped off, I'm going to drive this up to town storage and park it there. Then I'm going to jump over into the Fleet Star, and there's a wet harvest contract is delivering stuff to the farm over here on the right. And right by the garage where the Fleet Star is parked, there's a flatbed trailer that has a steel beam on it. And the wet harvest contract requires a steel beam, so we're going to take that and drop it off there. And I have to look at my notes here and see what we're going to do after that. But we're always on mission, always on task, we're always accomplishing things. We're not just driving around haphazardly. We have things planned out ahead of time. And have your pencil and paper handy so you can take notes. We're gonna have to do a little winching here. Might be a little dry today. I'm kind of tired. I didn't sleep very well last night, so I am going to try to keep the commentary going, keep it lively. This episode may not be kid friendly because I'm a little frustrated today, so. I passed the fuel trailer back there and I didn't get fuel. I should have. Shame on me. Oh well, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Okay, so right here's where I want to drop this trailer because we got to go down that road eventually to get to the Kodiak, and that trailer is oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's critical in getting the Kodiak. It's stuck in the swamp. It needs a lot of repairs done to it. It needs a bunch of tires, and it needs engine work and fuel tank and I don't even remember what all it needs, but I know it needs a lot of repair work, so that trailer is essential for getting that repaired. Once I do get the Kodiak, I'll get it back to the garage. Eventually I'm going to put the logging crane on it, and that's going to be my logging crane truck. I'm just going to take it to the log station and just leave it there. Where's that log station? The log station is actually over there near where the Kodiak is. It's the only one in Michigan that has both long logs and medium logs. So I will just leave the crane truck there for all of the logging contracts, and we'll just haul all the logs out of that one. That way we're not moving the crane truck around from log station to log station, and it just gets complicated. So okay, that trailer. Alright, I'm gonna leave this right here for now. I'm gonna jump back to the Fleet Star, and I gotta reference my notes here to see what it was I was doing. Okay, so I'm gonna take those steel beams over to the farm. Okay, let's look at the contract here. Which one was it? Wet harvest. I'm gonna start following that. You see, we need metal beams, wooden planks, and bricks. So I'm gonna take these wooden beams, or steel beams, sorry, over to the over to Wet Harvest. They're right here, they're convenient, and this keeps freight moving, keeps us from deadheading, and it repositions the truck into a different place where we can load other freight for another contract. And this truck, I don't have a crane on it, so I need the GMC. That's why I took the GMC over there, because it's got the crane on it, because we're not going to pay $150 per cargo to load. So you'll find that I keep these two trucks really close together. I'm going to be a little bit smarter this time. I'm going to actually refuel this truck when I go past that fuel tanker. I actually set a timer for this video. I'm gonna run at about 40 minutes. And I'll see where I'm at. If I need to run over that a little bit, a few minutes to finish something, I will, but otherwise I'll keep it pretty close to 40 minutes on this one. Always stop the engine. I'm gonna unload these metal beams. Okay, so deliver that to the trailer. Okay, now I want to drive to town storage, and I want to put some steel beams on the Fleet Star. And there's some service spare. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna repair that rock slide over there. Or yeah, the rock slide. So I'm actually just gonna leave this trailer here for now. If I had a crane on here, I'd go ahead and load a couple of consumables on here to keep weight on the truck for traction and to deliver someplace else if I need them, but I don't have a crane, so like I said, I'm not paying to load the cargo. But that got some steel beams hauled, made some progress on a contract. It moved us closer into town for the next contract. There's the fuel trailer. I'm not gonna forget this time and drive past it. So that was kind of stupid of me to drive past it with the GMC and not get fuel. Not the end of the world, but not very smart either. Over there in the swamp, or in that flooded field, there's a pickup truck for one of the tasks. It's deliver the scout truck to the farm. Actually, we'll drive past that a bunch of times before we get to it. The P16 works really good for doing that task because it's really good in the mud, and we're a long way from getting the P16, so that pickup's going to sit there for a while. We'll just look at it every time we drive by it. We want to get this rock slide repaired because that opens up the main road to Smithville Dam, and that is a critical truck route. So we got to get that repaired. That's a good paved highway instead of these swampy, muddy back roads. It makes it a lot easier to get around. Okay, right here you can go to the left, or you can go straight here. Honk your horn, it knocks those barricades down. Doesn't really matter which way you go. A lot of times when you go down through this, it'll damage your truck. Either it bottoms out and does engine damage, or the water does engine damage. But I got the snorkel on here, so the water level's not a big deal. Just go slow so you don't do the bottoming out damage. Hello, fuel station. Yeah, we're not spending our money with you. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little bit risky up here. And if anybody's played a while, you've done the same thing. We're gonna load the steel beams onto this truck. And for that rock slide, we need one steel beam and we need one service spare part. But that's 3 slots of cargo, and this is a 2-slot bed. Oops, I should. That's alright. I'll just drive the GMC around. That's 3 slots of cargo, and we only have 2 slots on the bed. So we'll stack the service spare parts. Don't be doing that, loading platform. We'll stack those service spare parts on top of the steel beams, and we'll just drive carefully over to the rock slide. And this is one that I've already... Whoa! See that? Your exhaust will catch on the side. That's one bad thing about having this tall exhaust on this truck. Oh yeah, see, I've already activated that. I knew I did, but sometimes you miss things and... Good. Just driving through there anyway, so it didn't hurt to make sure. Alright, did I put the anchors down? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, and at that distance, this crane will not pick that up. So we gotta just drag it closer, shorten up the boom, and then that's just leverage. That's law of physics. But we'll get it on the truck pretty easily with this crane. This crane actually lifts up any cargo in the game. It just has limited reach. Cargo. And there's bricks and steel beams on that, or service parts on that trailer, so we're gonna use those service spare parts. We'll have to switch back to the GMC. Sometimes I hit these buttons so fast I don't realize what I'm doing. I set the parking brake for some reason. Alright, let's see. I may have to detach the trailer and reaches or not. Might not reach the service spare part. Oh, it did reach it. Okay, that's excellent. As long as we drive slow, carefully, this will stay on here. But it's not packed on there, so once we unload the steel beams, it won't recognize this, so we'll just have to pack these on the truck and then they'll recognize it and we can unload them. I'm gonna go ahead and pack those bricks back on there so I don't forget. Alright, let me actually rock slide. Let's start tracking. See, we need metal beams and the service spare parts. This opens up a major road for us. But if you drive stupid and lose these service spare parts, then you have to come back with the crane and pick them up again. So we'll drive slow and easy. We'll be alright. See, they're bouncing around her a little bit. This spot here is a little slippery. Sometimes you get hung up there a little bit. Alright, through there. We got weight on here. Weight is traction. So we get through there with no problem having our weight on there. And did we do? Okay, we already activated that one. A few videos back. A few episodes back, I should say. Rock slide. Alright. Shut the truck off, saving our fuel. So, show task. Alright. Cargo management. Okay, metal beams, unload those. Our service spare parts fall right down into place. Back to cargo. Now we can unload those. Voila. 180 XP points, $1,600 in the bank. Gives us a total of $10,000 I saw up there. Oh, if I'd hit the right button, it'd do what wanted it to do. There we go. Okay, we're 630 out of 1,200 XP to get to level 4. Okay, we repaired that. Now I'm going to go over, if you've played this before, the Motel Woes. There's a curtain side trailer up ahead of us up here. So we're going to go get that curtain side trailer to take that back to town for Motel Woes. So every time you finish a contract or complete a task, it generally puts you close to something else that you can do, because there's so many things that you have to do here. In the beginning especially. As you progress through the game and you complete things, you have to go farther and farther to Alright, I gotta check the map because I gotta make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, so where's that trailer? Okay, there, right there's the trailer we're looking for. I'm right here. It's a good thing okay, so I gotta go up here and turn and go. There's a trailer store here, but we're not buying trailers. Alright, so right there is our curtain side trailer for this Motel Woes. I guess I could start. Oh, apparently I didn't activate Motel Woes yet. Oh, well, no big deal. Alright, well, we're going to get the trailer and move it in the right direction anyway. Yeah, I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. We're going to complete Michigan with these tires that are on this truck right now. They're the stock highway tires that were on this truck when we found it. You can get other tires, actually like at level 6 or something. I think you can get all-terrain tires. And like level 8 or something, you can get the off-road tires. Not really sure what the levels are on them, but regardless, level 13 I know you can get chain tires. But by the time we get done with Michigan, we will be at level 20. We'll have quite a bit of money in the bank because we're not gonna upgrade to the all-terrain tires. Spend the money on that and then spend more money on off-road tires because we don't really need them. Once we do finish Michigan, I'll do some upgrading on all the trucks and reconfigure everything for Alaska because we need things different there, but we're a long way away from that. I'm just talking to be talking. Alright, I'm actually close. Okay, attached trailer, I'm going to stop engine. Which way do I want to go? I can go this way, or I can go back this way. Really not a whole lot of difference. We just have to get back. Okay, hook to that trailer, return back to town storage with this trailer, and we're going to load some more steel beams onto the Fleet Star again. And then we're going to switch back into the GMC. Okay. Really doesn't matter. Oh. I'll just go back to the game. Uh, I'm not really sure what I'm loading steel beams on here for. I don't remember what it might just be for weight, I don't know. I wrote notes down here for what to do, but I didn't write down why to do them. The notes are pretty brief, so. But steel beams on here definitely gives us traction. If we had weight on here, we'd just be zooming up this hill with no problem. That would give us the traction that we needed. Them wheels spinning. Still to go vroom vroom. Look at her spinning them wheels. Back on asphalt. Notice our fuel consumption's really good. 3-4 liters a minute. This truck's, well, we've talked about fuel before. As far as relative to the trucks in the game, it's pretty fuel efficient, but I mean, overall these trucks are horrendous on fuel. And a 240 liter tank, this truck could have 240 gallons, 240 liters. You're gonna get tired of hearing me say that because it really annoys me that like that. So. I guess in the big scheme of things, if the fuel was realistic, it'd be a lot easier to do this game because you wouldn't have to worry about finding fuel. See that? Highway tires are in the mud. Right to that, no problem. Just had to shift into the right gear. Anytime you go past a task like that, and when you see two boxes, you know that you have activated that one and you have to deliver something there to that spot. I'm gonna load steel beams on here. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this trailer out of the way. once I get the steel beams loaded on this Fleet Star, my notes say to go over on the other side of town and grab the semi-trailer. If you played the game before, you know there's a semi-trailer that has, oh, it has bricks and service spare parts and vehicle spare parts on it. Okay. Wooden platform, steel beams. And we'll use parts off of that trailer for different tasks, different contracts. I don't remember off my head what. Refer back to the notes and figure it out. So you can do it, park like this, or make it a little bit easier. You can actually pull up beside this other truck. And that actually puts you in a better position for loading those steel beams, although your anchors on your crane aren't going to extend, but that's not. And you notice the crane always opens up to the passenger side. So if you park your truck with the passenger side to the freight, it'll be easier to get as well. That's kind of why I pulled in this way. Alright. There you go. You don't have to get these on here perfectly. Used to have to get them on there almost perfectly, but then they did some updates on the game, and it made it a lot easier to. You didn't have to get them quite as perfect, so. So you see, I got that on there crooked. It's not even down in the bed, but it'll pack. I just did that to show you. I'm gonna take this GMC over to that semi-trailer, get it out of the way from here. Oh, I got about 7 more minutes left on my timer for this video to be over with. Let's see where we're going here. I have to refer back to my notes to see what's next, to see where we're going. There's the trailer. There's 3 service spare parts on it. There's 1 brick on the rear end, and then there's 1 vehicle spare parts on there. I know there's a contract over in Smithville Dam called Well that requires a vehicle spare part. Okay, let's go back to the notes here. Okay, did that. Pack the steel beams, drive to GMC, get the trailer, return back to town storage, configure the load. Okay, so we're going to do Mountain Bridge next. Mountain Bridge and Roadblock, they're both okay. So Mountain Bridge is this one right here. We need 1 metal beam, that's why we put that on the Fleet Star. And we need 2 concrete blocks. Okay, the concrete blocks are over by where we did the where's the map turned around? There we go. Over here there is a trailer. There's the fuel trailer. Right here is a trailer that has concrete blocks and another metal beam on it. So we'll have to go get that. What we're gonna do is, okay, drive there. Town storage, configure to load to complete Mountain Bridge and Roadblock. Okay, and deliver the curtain side trailer. So what's Roadblock? Okay, Roadblock is another rock slide. Once you get this bridge repaired, then there's a roadblock, another rock slide right there. Oh, we gotta do fallen power lines. So roadblock requires 2 service spare parts. So that's where those service spare parts on that other trailer come in. I don't know why I said to reconfigure. Because we got our service spare parts on here. Guess what I could. Like this. I could load these service spare parts on that other flatbed trailer. Do it that way, but we're just gonna do it like this. I don't know why I said to reconfigure that, so. Alright, we're gonna. So we're completing multiple tasks in one trip. And we're jumping back and forth from one task to the other to always be hauling. That's why we jump back and forth quite a bit from one task to one contract. We may only haul one piece of cargo for a task, but it puts us in a position to switch to a different contract to haul something else, and that's how we always be hauling, is just jumping from truck to truck and jumping from contract to contract and task to task, to whatever's closest to where we're at. And this is Motel Woes right here. Okay, so I have to go on this side to activate it, and then go on the other side to deliver it. So task, accept, start tracking. And I knew that was going to happen. That hurt my foot. Did damage to my poor girl building. Yep, 210 XP, $1,800, $1,850. So. And I'm just doing this so I can get the DMC back up there to hook back up to it. This says tow the GMC to the fuel trailer. Quite a bit of weight on that semi-trailer, so we need to turn that engine to make it easier to tow. And here again, we can go either way. I'm going to go this way to avoid damaging either one of these trucks in that deeper ditch. Still got a ditch over here, but it's not as deep. There's my timer going off. So I got time. I'm going to go ahead and drive this over to the fuel trailer over there. Stop this. That'll be the end of episode 7. Listen to the soothing sounds of the waterfall. I said, hey, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get onto the pavement here, and then I'm gonna end this video because I want to read my notes and see what I'm doing here. And we're saving anyway. That's a good place to spot. A save spot's a good place to stop. So turn that engine off so it's not burning fuel. Turn this engine off. We'll let it complete saving, and then I'll stop it. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell for future videos as they come along, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.